number one in Central California. This is ABC 30 Action News, AM Live.
New this morning at 6 a.m., the first U.S. warship to visit New Zealand in more than 30 years is changing course.
It's now been sent to help people stranded by Sunday's magnitude 7.8 earthquake. The USS Sampson was supposed to head to Auckland tomorrow as part of a celebration for the New Zealand Navy. But just a few hours ago, the ship started heading to a resort town to help about 200 stranded tourists evacuate. The quake cut off roads and utilities to the coastal town. 2 people were killed in the quake, but New Zealand was spared from widespread devastation.
All right, here's a live look from our Fresno sky cam. Another mild morning across the valley. A little fog out there.
Yeah, Alina Lee has a closer look at what we can expect today. Good morning, Alina.
Good morning, Amanda and Tony. Good morning to you at home. Yeah, there's a little bit of fog out there, reducing our visibilities down even below a mile in some locations. So we'll pull up that fog tracker map to show you where exactly the fog is the thickest. Here it is now, getting a closer look at the South Valley, where Hanford dealing with visibility as low as half a mile there, just a mile and a quarter visibility in Tulare, and 3 miles of visibility in Visalia. Up towards Merced, you can see visibilities have picked up just a little bit from earlier. We're seeing now just at 3 miles and 6 mile visibility in Fresno and fairly decent visibility in Madera. Temperatures everywhere now in the 40s, 49 in Fresno, so we've cooled just a degree from earlier this morning, and 46 in Visalia, Porterville, and Hanford, 47 in Madera, 45 in Lemoore. Your planner for today will be well into the mid to upper 40s by 7 o'clock, then the upper 60s as we head through lunchtime, and we'll top out in the mid to upper 70s once more this afternoon. So a fairly pleasant afternoon ahead with temperatures well above average. We will have some cooler temperatures on the way and some breezier conditions, so we'll talk more about that coming up in just a few minutes. But for now, I'll send it back to you, Amanda.
Thanks, Alina. New this morning, a top official for President-elect Donald Trump says former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani is the favorite to serve as Secretary of State. The incoming commander-in-chief could announce other new cabinet picks as early as today. The staff picks Trump has already made are still drawing criticism this morning. And as reporter Reed Binion explains, the upcoming picks are causing conflict within Trump's team.
This week you'll hear some additional appointments.
Donald Trump's senior advisor Kellyanne Conway Monday describing positive relations in Trump's transition team.
Very well, actually. Everybody's getting along really well.
But some involved in the transition paint a very different picture. One source describing the process as a, quote, knife fight, pitting the interests of establishment Republicans against Trump loyalists on key White House and national security posts. Mainstream conservatives reportedly backing John Bolton for Secretary of State over Trump ally Rudy Giuliani. Meanwhile, Trump's choice of Steve Bannon for a chief strategist role has created an uproar, in part because the former Breitbart chief's elevation is being praised by white nationalists. Trump's team going on the defensive.
What I think is frustrating is when we see so much news coverage, particularly on this network, unfortunately, on the issues that divide us following the election. I think that's irresponsible.
Under Bannon, Breitbart has become a platform for the alt-right movement, an amalgam of white nationalism, misogyny, and anti-Semitism. For his part, President Obama is calling on Americans to give Trump a chance as he prepares to step into the Oval Office.
I think it's important for us to let him make his decisions, and it's really important to try to send some signals of unity. I think he's going to try as best he can to make sure that he delivers.
I'm Reed Binion reporting.
A South Valley man convicted of raping and killing a 3-year-old is now waiting to hear if he'll be executed. 25-year-old Christopher Cherry was found guilty of the murder of his girlfriend's daughter, Sophia Acosta. The toddler was found unresponsive at an Exeter apartment in 2011. Cherry's attorneys claim Sophia's death was a medical mystery, but now their client could face the death penalty.
I'm not only pleased with the juror service, but also that we could, in some small way, bring closure to some of the family members in that way. But the reality is the trial is still pending, and it's really not appropriate to talk about the details, as you know.
Cherry's sentencing phase starts tomorrow, where Tulare County prosecutors will argue for the death penalty. The other option is life without the possibility of parole.
In the North Valley, 2 men faced charges this morning after leading officers on a high-speed chase in a stolen car. Here's a look at the suspects arrested by Los Banos police. One of them is 25, the other 23. When investigators tried to pull them over last night, they say the pair ended up crashing into a ditch near Pioneer and Volta. They say the driver tried to swim away in some nearby water, but both suspects were arrested.
Funeral arrangements are being made for a father and son from Clovis who fell off a cliff near Shaver Lake. Braden Byers was hiking with his parents Saturday when he and his father, Todd, somehow fell 400 feet. Their bodies were recovered yesterday. Todd was known as an adventurous man who loved to explore the outdoors. Brandon went to Clovis High and is being remembered as funny and outgoing.
Well, for me, it was kind of like heartbreaking. Like, it just threw my whole day off. Like in science, I just kept on looking over at his desk.
The two deaths are still under investigation, and an autopsy is expected to get underway later today.
Clovis police are warning people this morning after 20 cars were broken into in the last 4 days. First break-in happened last Thursday in this neighborhood on Browning Avenue. A day later, thieves targeted a Clovis dealership, breaking into several cars and taking off with brand new stereos. Then on Sunday, thieves hit 3 cars at the GB3 gym off Herndon. Officers say it's important not to leave anything in your car if you can.
They see people put wallets under their seat, purses behind their seat. They watch for those things. So just be subtle about things. If you have to, lock in the trunk.
Yeah, it's a little surprising for this part of town. I've never had any problems. I've been coming to this gym for over a year now and I haven't had any issues or really seen anything.
Clovis police are now using surveillance video to see if the break-ins are connected to the same group of thieves.
Action News Time 6:06. Coming up, our Made in the Valley series continues with a look at a local dog treat maker.
Then later on, caught on camera, the Trump protester pushed violently down a flight of stairs during a demonstration at a college.
Plus, danger in the backyard. New video of a sinkhole that's causing a major nightmare for one family on the East Coast.
But before we go, here's a live look at the North Valley from our Reset Skycam. The sun's still waking up. Alina will tell you all about your forecast coming up.
Integrity, professionalism, and unparalleled expertise are what make DeBudio and Defendus stand out in today's insurance world. For a trusted insurance partner, look to D&D, serving California since 1960.
In the past, diabetes was a disease that seemed to come out of nowhere and steal your life away. Insulin shots, glucose testing, medications, even death. You just had to live with it. But that was the past, because now, those days are gone. Fresno is leading the country in scientific and surgical breakthroughs, opening new doors with life-changing results. Metabolic surgery is changing everything we know about diabetes, and now there's hope. Learn more at riseabove.net.
Quality Carpets Design Center is your trusted source for Hunter Douglas window fashions. Come in today and discover the art of window dressing with Hunter Douglas and see the latest styles and colors for your decor. Arrange a free in-home estimate today from Quality Carpets Design Center in Clovis.
Coming up, Alina Lee with the exclusive Storm Warn 30 forecast, the fastest, most powerful weather tracking system in Central California.
Ford, Chevy, and Ram truck owners, it's time to consider the new beast on the block. The all-new 2017 Nissan Titan, now at Nissan of Visalia. It has the industry's best warranty, 5 years or 100,000 miles bumper to bumper, and an unbelievable list of standard features. So come test drive the all-new 2017 Titan at Nissan of Visalia. We're the Valley's volume leader for over 20 years, and we want to be your truck dealer on Ben Maddox south of the 198.
Saturday, December 3rd, 2016, the Fresno Philharmonic Orchestra welcomes Broadway veteran and Fresno native Heidi Blickenstaff home for the holidays. Conductor Andy Einhorn leads the orchestra and Fresno Master Chorale in a selection of seasonal favorites the whole family will love. Don't miss Heidi Blickenstaff, Home for the Holidays. One performance only, Saturday, December 3rd at the Soroyan Theater. For tickets, call 559-261-0600 or visit fresnophil.org.
Is it time?
Not yet.
Is it time yet?
Not yet.
Is it time? Almost.
How about now?
Nope. Is it time?
Shh.
It's time.
It's time for the Mercedes-Benz winter event. Scott and Katie are making it even more eventful with the lease on a new C300 for just $379 per month. Now at Mercedes-Benz of Fresno.
This is ABC 30 Action News AM Live with Amanda Venegas, Tony Cabrera, and Alina Lee with the Storm Warn 30 forecast.
Welcome back. It is 6:09 this Tuesday morning, and I don't know if anyone's noticed, but Alina's wearing glasses today.
I love the look. Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Captain Obvious. Note to self.
Yes?
Don't put peppers.
Are we really going through this? Don't cut peppers, jalapenos perhaps, and rub your eye, or use your contacts and try to remove them. You know what I mean?
This has happened to me.
Struggle.
Use milk, but if anyone has some suggestions, help Alina out, right?
Yeah, what do you do? Because this morning, this was last night, this morning now, I'm dealing with, tried to put my contacts back in after washing them thoroughly, and it still burns.
Well, thank God you can see the numbers on the forecast, right?
Thank you for some glasses. Thanks that they actually work. All right, right now we're showing Merced this morning from our Merced Sky Cam. A little bit hazy out there and a little bit foggy, but gorgeous colors this morning from the sunrise about to be underway right around 6:36 this morning. That's the time for the sunrise. But your temperature, 46 degrees, a bit chillier than yesterday morning at this same hour, and your visibility now at 1.5 miles in Merced. Visibilities across the valley floor still fairly low, mainly in the South Valley. It's just about 1.25 miles visibility in Hanford and in Lemoore. So if you live in Kings County or the southwestern portion of Fresno County, you may encounter some patchy dense fog as you head out on the roadways. So give yourself some extra time and be careful out there on the roads. Right now, your temperatures everywhere in the mid to upper 40s, so 49 here in Fresno, 47 in Madera, and 46 in Hanford. Once we get into the 7 o'clock hour, I think temperatures still in the upper 40s, but then we'll be down into the mid 70s as we head through the afternoon. So high pressure still set in place, a cold front out to our west. That'll shift to the east and produce gustier winds and a little more cloud coverage, but little to no rainfall. So your wind gust forecast as we head through the day today. This is 6 o'clock. You'll notice winds could be picking up to 10, perhaps 15 miles per hour. But later on, mainly past midnight into 3 o'clock, you'll notice winds gusting up as high as 20, perhaps 25 miles per hour. So a bit breezy to even windy out there from this evening onward till tomorrow and into the afternoon. Winds still expected to gust up to 20 miles per hour throughout the day on Wednesday, but then they should die down just a little bit for your Thursday morning into your Thursday afternoon. In the valley today, low to mid 70s for your highs, and in the foothills, same story here, mostly sunny and mild, low to mid 70s, and in the Sierra, a bit cool with sunny skies, temperatures topping out in the mid to upper 50s with some 60s out there. All right, here's your 7-day forecast, mid 60s tomorrow afternoon and into Thursday, a little bit warmer by Friday, but we will be breezy Wednesday and Thursday, so keep that in mind as you make your way through the next couple of days, and then we'll be warming into the 70s once more over the weekend. Another system pulls through, and we may see a light shower from this system, but don't count on a whole lot. We're thinking about a 20 to 30% shot between Sunday into Monday, and then back down to the upper 60s early next week. All right, we're going to take a look at traffic this morning with CHP Officer Justin Foraker. How's it looking out there, Justin?
Alina, the roads are looking great so far this morning. Let's go ahead and pull up that live traffic tracker, take a look at that Tuesday morning commute. We're going to head up to the North Valley, take a wide shot of all the major roadways up there in Merced. As you can see, the 99, the 59, and the 140 all in the green. No major traffic collisions or hazards to report at this time. Everything is moving smoothly and at the speed limit through the North Valley. As we move down here to Fresno, I want to give everyone an update on a new traffic pattern. Going to be westbound State Route 180 and Van Ness. That traffic pattern is a little bit different than usual, so if that is part of your daily commute, please pay attention when going through there, as it might cause a little bit of slowing. Let's go and take a live look outside here. Westbound State Route 180 just east of the 99. As you can see here, vehicles coming through the back end of that new traffic pattern. So again, if you are traveling that way this morning, please look out for that. I'm Officer Foraker with the California Highway Patrol, reminding everyone to keep those seatbelts fastened and please keep driving safely. Tony, Amanda, back to you in the studio.
Okay, Justin, thank you. Action News Time is 6:13. Coming up, the nationwide donut chain getting ready to hire for a new store in Fresno.
Now I'm hungry. Also next, keeping tails wagging across the nation. We go behind the scenes of a local dog treat maker next on Made in the Valley.
And I'm Vanessa Vasconcelos live at Bed Bath & Beyond, where we are talking gift giving for the season. And Alina, I think I've got you covered. You can color coordinate, even bedazzle those glasses. We've got gift giving ideas for everyone in the family coming up.
This is the Action News Community Calendar. Hello, I'm Graciela Moreno. The Tulare County Office of Education wants you to enjoy the theater. Catch a performance of Les Miserables this week. The theater company is offering 4 evening shows and 1 matinee at the L.J. Williams Theater in Visalia. The Chowchilla Lioness Lions Club is having its Harvest Festival dinner and auction Saturday at the Chowchilla Fairgrounds. Get details at abc30.com. Click on Community.
Caring for your family through all of life's stages. Community medical centers. One network, one community.
The Kia Holidays on Us sales event is at Future Kia of Clovis. Right now, choose your new 2016 Kia. Get 0% APR financing for 66 months. And for a limited time, you don't make your first payment for 5 full months. That's right, 5 full months of holiday payment relief on Kia's hottest new models, plus 0% APR financing for 66 months and no cash down required. Future Kia of Clovis Shaw Avenue, east of Fresno State, or cloviskia.com.
Hi, I'm Barbara Corcoran. To sell your home on time for the most money, you need a sharp agent with a marketing strategy that creates the most demand. Bottom line, you need a partner willing to put their own money on the line for you. In Fresno and Clovis, I would hire Ben Martin. He can guarantee to sell your home in 29 days at a price you agree to, or he will buy it. Partner with the agent I trust. Go online or call and get your home sold.
You've known the Toscano name in the Central Valley since 1967. We have a foundational belief that you deserve more family time. You deserve more adventure time. You deserve more you time. Come see why Toscano is one of the top RV dealers in the Valley. From Class A motorhomes to truck campers, the names you know, like Airstream, Forest River, Lance, and more. Toscano RV. RVs cost less in Los Banos at Toscano RV.
At Reedley Window Center, we know a beautiful view begins with a beautiful window. And with our energy-efficient Milgard windows and patio doors, your view will be spectacular. Reedley Window Center, the perfect fit for your dream home.
Keeping moms and babies together. Community medical centers. One network, one community.
Welcome back. Action News time at 6:16. And Krispy Kreme Donuts will start hiring 70 workers today for its new North Fresno location at Blackstone and Bullard. Full and part-time positions are available at the donut chain. The job fair is being held today, but it's not at the donut shop. It'll be at the Courtyard Hotel on Shaw from 9 a.m. to 5. The new Krispy Kreme location is scheduled to open next month, and we cannot wait for that. And this morning, we continue our Made in the Valley series.
Yeah, we're updating you on businesses we featured before to see what they're up to. And today, we're featuring a Fresno business that's helping tails wag. Play-Doh Pet Treats makes specialty dog treats. Here's a look at their growth and the new store you can find their treats in nationwide. The machines at Play-Doh Pet Treats turning out 70 tons of natural pet treats a week to feed hungry dogs.
We've had tremendous amount of growth. We're running 3 shifts, 24/6 right now. We've doubled our capacity again, added new technology into the mix, and it's been a lot of fun.
Aaron Merrill is the CEO of Play-Doh. The company was featured on our 2014 Made in the Valley segment. And since then, he says they've been running on all cylinders to feed four-legged friends. This year, the company was able to get their product into national store Petco. These treats are going to 1,200 Petco stores around the country. So the next time you check out, you'll see a treat made right here in Fresno. The company has added extra lines and additional employees to make and package the product, which is being sold around the world.
It's really exciting because we're playing at the level of the big boys, and it's helping us to really focus on stepping up our game.
Also new to their product line, the Small Bites treats and a fish treat from Iceland. In addition to their food, they're also passionate about animals.
We decided to partner up with Fresno State, and we became the official pet treat of Victor E. Bulldog III and Fresno State Athletics. So we're really excited about that, and it's been going really well. We're bringing awareness to some of the rescues and some of the other charities here in town. And
the pet industry is a $60 billion business, and Merrill believes their enthusiasm for a natural product will continue to attract dogs and their owners.
I'm hoping that that Play-Doh becomes kind of a household name, and it'll open up new opportunities for us.
Opportunities that this Valley-based company is thankful for. Play-Doh says their treats are now in 10,000 stores nationwide. They're also here locally at Whitey's Pet Store and also Pet Extreme. But tomorrow we'll be featuring Riley's Brewing, which makes and sells craft beer.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So we're getting a little bit of everything.
Nice. I love it. Okay, we want to move on to our forecast this Tuesday morning. There are some foggy day school schedules to report. You can see a list at the bottom of your screen there and on our website.
Yeah, change is happening, and Alina is live this morning to tell us what we can expect as we head out the door. Good morning, Alina.
Good morning, Amanda and Tony. Good morning to you at home. Yeah, there's some patchy dense fog, especially in the South Valley. You can see that here from our fog tracker. Basically, visibility is down near 3/4 of a mile just in Hanford. Lemoore seeing visibility just over 1.25 miles, and in Merced now visibility is just below a mile, so down near 1/2 mile there. So it has become a little bit more dense out near the airport. 6-mile visibility in Fresno, 3-mile visibility in Visalia, so pretty decent out there, but the haze will continue through the rest of the day, so that'll keep visibilities pretty low out there across the valley floor. Temperatures everywhere in the 40s right now. We're seeing 49 in Fresno, 47 in Madera, 46 in Visalia. Lemoore, you're at 45 degrees. High pressure going to be the dominant feature for this morning, heading through late this afternoon, but a cold front's going to push it through and weaken high pressure. So that's going to bring us some gustier winds, a little bit more breezy conditions, and a little more cloud coverage as well. So your futurecast showing you that fog this morning, but then heading through lunchtime, that'll dissipate, and we should see mostly sunny skies across the valley floor. That front pushes through later on today. This is 4 o'clock, and you'll notice there are a couple more clouds around just up to the North Valley, but little to no rainfall whatsoever this afternoon. Heading through the evening, though, you may encounter partly cloudy skies and a slim chance of a light shower. So keep that in mind, especially if you live just to the central coast or closer towards the western portion of our county. Now, once we get into this evening into tomorrow morning, there's a slight chance of a shower, perhaps a light snow shower in the High Sierra or even near the foothills. Futurecast really not picking up on that chance of rain tonight or tomorrow morning, but I think that's still a small chance out there. We'll call it about a 20% shot of any precipitation whatsoever from tomorrow into the evening. 7 o'clock showing you a little bit of light snow out there as we head through the evening. Otherwise going to be nice and dry for the most part and much cooler. Temperature today in the upper 40s by 7, upper 60s by 11, and then mid 70s as we head through the afternoon. Air quality report still moderate, so a little bit better than yesterday, but still not great. And your burn status, that has not changed. As a matter of fact, you're still not allowed to burn unless your equipment is registered. We'll have your 7-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Amanda, Tony.
All right, thanks so much, Elena. Still to come on Action News AM Live, presidential puppy, the new addition to the Bush family.
But first, what we're learning about the man in this video who pushed a Donald Trump protester down a flight of stairs.
This portion of Action News is brought to you by Ginza Asian Bistro.
The year-end inventory reduction is on now at Future Ford of Clovis. Every pre-owned Ford, Chevy, Honda, and Toyota will be sold at the year's best prices. And get 1.9% APR financing for 72 months. Your best deals of the year are today at Future Ford of Clovis or FutureFordClovis.com 24/7.
Handcrafted SAS shoes are America's comfort shoes, and you'll find the complete line at the SAS Shoe Store at Blackstone and Herndon. The SAS Shoe Store carries all the new styles and colors, and our expert staff will ensure you get a perfect fit. SAS shoes are recommended by podiatrists for people with diabetes, foot or back pain, and most fit orthotics. Friendly service, comfortable atmosphere, and locally owned. The SAS Shoe Store at Blackstone and Herndon. Life's a journey. Wear comfortable shoes.
Children are born to grab onto the world around them, which is why you make sure they reach for the right things, like leading them to the best step forward from birth to age 5 with an Early Stars rated early care provider. An Early Stars rating means a stimulating environment to get kids ready for kindergarten and to help them do better throughout school and life. Take the first step. Find out more at earlystars.org and help your little star shine brighter.
Kids teach you a lot. Like that. Love, patience, perspective.
You're not that tall.
When your child has a potential life-threatening illness, you learn to celebrate every moment. The team at Valley Children saved my son's life and provides more than 1.3 million kids hope for their future. Valley Children's, futures worth fighting for.
Do you have what it takes to name the song for a share of big bucks? Then you don't want to miss the $200,000 Note for Note game show. This November at Chuck Chansey Gold Resort and Casino. Drawings will be every Saturday for your chance to name the song and compete for your share of $200,000. Earn entries all month long. Only only at Chuck Chansey Gold Resort and Casino.
The year-end sales event is on now at Future Ford of Clovis. Right now, buy your new 2016 Ford Focus for only $14,877. Get year-end savings now on all new Fords at Future Ford of Clovis or FutureFordClovis.com 24/7.
You don't look to compromise.
Idiot! Hey, old boy.
Oh my goodness, new this morning from Ohio State University. Watch again, you see an anti-Donald Trump protester getting shoved down a small flight of stairs. The protester hit his face on the ground, possibly breaking his nose. The man was apparently upset about what the protester was saying. The suspect was taken away by campus police minutes later, then arrested. And also new this morning, a family in Pennsylvania has been forced out of their home after a giant hole opened up in their backyard.
Yeah, they started hearing some rumbling Saturday night, woke everyone up. Moments later, they watched that ground cave right in. Officials say it's being caused by a nearby mine that collapsed underground. Family now fears they could lose the home they built just 13 years ago. Well, former President George W. Bush and his wife Laura are introducing a new addition to their family.
They've adopted a puppy. They posted this photo on Facebook and said they adopted him from the SPCA in Texas. Their name was, for the newest family member, Freddie.
Very cute. Very cute. Action News time now, 6:26. In our next half hour, we're live with new details on Donald Trump's cabinet picks and who could take the post as Secretary of the State.
Also ahead, the investigation into this video seen only here on Action News, what officials at Fresno City College are saying about the football players who could be punished.
And I'm Vanessa Vasconcelos, live at Bed Bath & Beyond. 'Tis the season for giving. We are covering all of your gift ideas for everyone in the family, so you can make sure no one has a lump of coal under the tree.
We'd never get that, right, Vanessa? But before we go, here's a first look at Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, the investigation this morning into what the pilots of a plane with 54 passengers on board saw coming towards them, leading to their severe action. The pilots making a sharp turn at 9,000 feet in the air. 2 flight attendants thrown in the cabin and injured. Once on the ground, the pilots said they thought it was a drone coming towards them.
They see a flash, they see something at an altitude where they would not expect another airplane or something to be flying. And so they instinctively make a sharp turn to get away from whatever it is. So it may have been a drone, it may have been a balloon.
The 2 flight attendants were treated and released in Toronto. Already this year, pilot sightings of drones in the U.S. are up 40% compared to all of last year. More on that close call coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm David Curley, ABC News, Washington.
Much cooler and a bit breezy. We'll tell you why on AM Live.
The enamel on my teeth was weakening. The whiteness wasn't there as much. My teeth didn't look as healthy as others. My dentist said that Pronamel would help protect my teeth. Pronamel is giving me the confidence to know that I'm doing the right thing. So it's nice to know that it was as simple as that.
We invited women to a spa to test a new body wash.
This soap.
You may not feel it, but some body washes can contain cleansers found in dish soap. Dove body wash is different. It has only the gentlest cleansers.
Just made me feel good.
This is Dove.
Now that Karen's taking Osteo-Biflex, she's noticing a real difference in her joint comfort.
She's sick.
And high levels of humiliation in her daughter. In just 7 days, your joint comfort can be your kid's discomfort. Osteo-Biflex, made to move.
I have a cold with this annoying runny nose. I better take something.
Dayquil Liquid Gels doesn't treat a runny nose.
It doesn't?
Alka-Seltzer Plus Cold and Cough Liquid Gels fight your worst cold symptoms, including your runny nose.
Oh, what a relief it is.
Uh-oh. Better get Mako. Now through Black Friday, get up to 50% off select services. But hurry, this offer ends soon. Mako, America's Body Shop.
Your style is all you, but your budget doesn't always agree. At Disabled American Veterans Thrift Stores, we have a selection of brand name merchandise you have to see to believe. Great quality men's, women's, and kids' clothes, plus appliances, furniture, home goods, and more. And proceeds from the thrift store go to support local disabled veterans. So you're not just helping your wallet. We have what you're looking for, and some stuff you never knew you wanted.
DAV thrift stores. It's almost as good as new.
Do you have a teenage son with a hollow leg and 2 stomachs? Then this is the pizza for you. Papa Murphy's 5-meat stuffed pizza. 5 types of premium meats stuffed between 2 layers of scratch-made dough. Just $11. And save even more when you order at papamurphys.com.
I've always been fighting a battle with my weight.
There are some things diet and exercise can't change, but you can have the body you want if you contact Athenix now for a free consultation.
The consultation gave me the possibilities of what I could do. I got 2 things done at the exact same time.
Go to athenixbody.com, check out the amazing before and after pictures, then contact Athenix for a free consultation.
The best decision I ever made was the first day I walked into Athenix.
ABC 30 Action News AM Live starts now with 15 minutes of nonstop news.
Developing news at 6:30. The man accused of murdering a sheriff's deputy in Stanislaus County will be in court in just a few hours.
36-year-old David Machado is accused of shooting Deputy Dennis Wallace twice in the head at close range. It happened after Wallace was checking out a suspicious person Sunday at a park in the town of Houston. Detectives are trying to establish a timeline of what happened, and they're looking for anyone who may have seen Machado before or after the shooting. And happening now in the southeast, police are looking for more arson suspects this morning who have started dozens of wildfires from Alabama to West Virginia.
Police say a wannabe weatherman has already been arrested. 21-year-old Johnny Mullins confessed to setting one fire in eastern Kentucky, but more than 40 other wildfires are burning this morning, with more than 100,000 acres destroyed. The smoke is creating bad air quality across the region. Investigators believe most of the fires are arson related. Well, let's get to our Tuesday forecast, actually. As you take a live look from our Valley Children's Sky Cam, you've seen a little bit of that fog there along the river.
Yeah, there are foggy day school schedules that you want to know about. That is at the bottom of your screen there and on our website. Alina tracking the fog right now. Hi, Alina.
Hi, Tony, Amanda. Hi to you at home. Hopefully you're giving yourself some extra time this morning. If you do live in those fog-prone areas or the North and South Valley, which are seeing the densest fog, fog tracker showing you a closer look at the South Valley, Hanford, down near 3/4 of a mile of visibility just coming in and out of that airport, and just towards Stratford, where they're seeing some visibilities just as low as a 1/2 mile to even 3/4 of a mile there. A mile and a quarter in Tulare for visibility, and 3 miles in Visalia. Just up to the north and west, Merced, that fog is dissipating a little bit, so visibilities have recovered to 2 miles now, and 6 still here in Fresno. Temperatures everywhere across the valley floor in the 40s, much cooler than they were yesterday morning. 47 in Madera, 49 in Fresno, 45 in Lemoore, and 46 in Porterville. Your planner for today, everyone should be in the upper 40s as we head through 7 o'clock, then the upper 60s by noon, and mid to upper 70s as we head through the afternoon. So another pleasant afternoon ahead. Will be a bit hazy though, so keep that in mind. Air quality report now in moderate, so it has recovered just a little bit, however, not the best. We'll have more on your full forecast coming up next, but right now we're going to send it over to CHP Officer Justin Foraker with a look at those roads. Good morning, Justin.
Good morning, Alina, and good morning, everyone. Let's go ahead and pull up that live traffic tracker, take a look at your Tuesday morning commute. We're going to head down to Kings County, take a wide shot of all the major roadways down there. As you can see, the 41, 43, and 198 all in the green. No major traffic collisions or hazards to report at this time. Everything is moving smoothly and at the speed limit through Hanford and Lemoore. As we move up here into Fresno, everything is looking great up here as well. The 41, 99, 168, and 180 all accident and incident free. No major traffic collisions or hazards to report at this time. Let's go ahead and take a live look outside here. Westbound State Route 180 just east of the 99. As you can see, traffic is light and moving smoothly through that new traffic pattern. I'm Officer Foraker with the California Highway Patrol, reminding everyone to help limit those distractions, and please don't text and drive. Tony, Amanda, back to you in the studio.
Thanks so much, Justin. Happening now, President Obama is in Greece this morning. It's the first stop of his final foreign tour as president. Mr. Obama hopes to assure the people that the United States remains a reliable ally. He'll meet with Greece's president and prime minister on his trip, and will make stops in Germany and Peru later this week.
Protests against President-elect Donald Trump are expected again today, 1 week after the election. Yesterday, it was middle school and high school students who walked out of classes in Los Angeles and in the Bay Area. In Oakland alone, students at a dozen schools gathered to protest the Trump presidency. Some of the students won't be able to actually vote for another 6 years.
Because kids don't have a say in the votes, so I feel like protesting will help us send our message.
Meantime, this morning, thousands of people are calling Trump's pick for senior advisor a racist. They claim Steve Bannon created questionable news reports as part of Breitbart Media.
New this morning, former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani is the leading contender to serve as Secretary of the State for Trump administration. A top official for the president-elect also said overnight that more cabinet picks would be announced this week. ABC's Janae Norman joins us now live with new details on Trump's transition. Good morning, Janae.
Good morning, Amanda. There's that ongoing controversy over Trump's pick for senior advisor who's accused of spreading hate. At the same time, the president is standing by his criticism of Trump, but also saying to give him a chance.
President Obama not backing down over concerns about whether Donald Trump has the temperament to serve as commander-in-chief.
Do I have concerns? Absolutely. Of course I've got concerns. When you're a candidate and you say something that is inaccurate or controversial, it has less impact than it does when you're president of the United States.
This as Trump's transition team faces more backlash over the appointment of Steve Bannon as senior advisor, a champion of the alt-right, a conservative movement many say is fueled by racism, sexism, and anti-Semitism.
I think Stephen Bannon's appointment to be a senior advisor to Donald Trump is an absolute unmitigated disaster.
The man slated to help shape the White House message published headlines like these during his time at Breitbart Media. Hoist it high and proud. The Confederate flag proclaims a glorious heritage. Birth control makes women unattractive and crazy. And this one calling conservative analyst Bill Kristol a, quote, renegade Jew. Since Trump's victory, concerns that type of rhetoric is trickling down. White power. In one Pennsylvania school, chants of white power. In a Michigan cafeteria, Latino students taunted with Trump slogans.
I am so saddened to hear that, and I say stop it.
Trump on 60 Minutes working to ease fears.
Don't be afraid. We are going to bring our country back, but certainly don't be afraid.
And a phone call between Vladimir Putin and Trump. The Kremlin saying the two agreed to try to mend ties between the U.S. and Russia. Reporting live in Washington, Janae Norman, Action News AM Live. Tony.
All right, Janae, thank you. Fresno Mayor Ashley Swearingen already has some strong support this morning if she decides to run for governor in 2018. A new poll from the Sacramento Bee shows Swearingen in third place in the race. She falls behind Democratic Lieutenant Governor Gavin Newsom and the Republican Mayor of San Diego, Kevin Faulconer. The rest of the candidates are all Democrats. Swearingen is a Republican and has not announced yet whether she will in fact run for governor in 2 years.
A search is underway this morning in the South Valley for the man accused of murdering 2 people, including the mother of his child. 43-year-old Francisco Contreras is accused of shooting the 2 yesterday morning in Avenal. Their names have not been released, and police are still looking for a motive. Police say Contreras' son witnessed his mother's death and then later helped police identify his father. Kings County CPS workers will now work to place the boy in proper care. Contreras may be driving a burgundy Chrysler PT Cruiser or a charcoal beige colored Ford F-150.
Now to video you'll only see here on Action News. This morning, officials at Fresno City and College of the Sequoias are addressing a post-game brawl that happened in Visalia Saturday. Our cameras were the only ones there when the fights broke out during handshakes after FCC beat COS 36-28. Coaches and administrators tried to stop it all, but several scufflers ended up breaking out all over the field. The Rams would have been able to go to a bowl game after the victory, but the team is now declining that invitation because of the brawl.
You know, it's something that can't happen, and you know, we have a great reputation in this town and great reputation in the state, and we have a number of very intelligent and good football players, and something like this sometimes tarnishes that reputation.
The governing body of the league is now reviewing the case along with our video to see exactly who should be punished for the fights.
We're coming up on 6:40 now on this Tuesday morning, and let's take a live look right now from Visalia, our Kauai Delta Medical Center Skycam. A little bit of haze there on this Tuesday.
Bad, but in some areas it is pretty bad as there are foggy day school schedules to report. You can see that at the bottom of your screen there, and Alina Lee has more on that fog. Hi, Alina.
Hi, Tony. Hi, Amanda. And hello to you at home. Yeah, there's a bit of fog out there across the valley floor, reducing our visibilities quite a bit, especially in the South Valley, just in portions of Kings County and the southwestern corner of Fresno County. This morning, Hanford seeing visibility just over half a mile, down to 1.25 miles in Lemoore, 2.5 mile visibility in Visalia, so dealing with a little bit of patchy fog, even some haze, reducing those visibilities. And in Merced, you can see here that visibilities have been reduced to 2 miles. So again, be careful, give yourself some extra time, plan ahead this morning as you make your way on the roads. Right now, temperatures still in the 40s, so a bit chillier than yesterday morning. 49 in Fresno, 46 Visalia and Porterville, 47 in Madera, and 45 in Lemoore. We are going to warm up into the 70s today thanks to high pressure still in control, but a cold front out to our west. That's going to sweep through the area as we head through tomorrow, kick up our winds and bring us some clouds and perhaps some cooler temperatures behind it. Winds gusting up towards 5 for perhaps 10 miles per hour later on today, so not nearly as breezy as what we're expecting tonight into tomorrow. So this is 6 o'clock, showing you winds just around 10 miles per hour, but then gusting up to 20, perhaps even 25 miles per hour later on, mainly past midnight. This is 3 o'clock on your Futurecast, showing you those winds pretty high up there, especially in the North Valley. Now, once we get into Wednesday morning, still going to be pretty breezy out there as we head throughout the rest of the day. Winds will pick up a little bit more, and we'll be seeing gusts up to 20 to 25 miles per hour throughout the afternoon on Wednesday. So cooler and breezier as we head through tomorrow, but then the winds should die down Thursday morning. Only about 10 mile per hour winds expected. All right, in the valley this afternoon, low to mid 70s for your highs. In the foothills, same story, mild, but low to mid 70s there. And in the Sierra, you can expect it to be cool with temperatures topping out in the upper 50s to mid 60s. Here's your 7-day forecast. We'll be in the mid 60s Wednesday and Thursday, then back in the upper 60s by Friday. Clouds and sun stick around through Saturday and Sunday, and very small chance of showers on Sunday afternoon into Monday morning. Very light shower possible early. Otherwise, we'll be back in the upper 60s early next week. Amanda, Tony, back to you.
All right, looking forward to that rain. Hopefully more on the way. All right, thanks, Selena. All right, Tony, hard to believe Thanksgiving 9 days away.
Don't say it.
Christmas is already next month, but guess what? Don't worry, this morning we're helping you get prepared for the holidays.
That's right. Action News reporter Vanessa Vasconcelos is live at Bed Bath & Beyond with ideas on everything from entertaining to gifting to bedazzling Alina's glasses. This morning, Vanessa.
I'm shopping through the store for everyone. Amanda, I'm helping you cook. That's going to be your Christmas treat. Tony, I shopped in the man cave. Alina, of course, I'm getting you some accessories for those glasses. But we have gift ideas for everyone. I know this isn't Oprah's favorite things, but it's pretty darn close. We're live at Bed Bath & Beyond right now. I have Mary Sanders here with me now. Mary, tell me just a little bit, what's the first thing we need to think of when we're gift giving?
Well, it's very similar to entertaining. You got to plan ahead a little bit. Ask yourself some questions. What do they like? What do they do? What's their hobbies? You know, what are they interested in? Once you ask some of those questions, you can really make gift giving easy because you can customize a gift that's going to be perfect for your person.
And speaking of customizing a gift, I mean, how about gift cards? Are those still a thing?
Gift cards are an amazing gift. We say that they're always the right size, they're always the right shape, they're always the right color. You can never go wrong with a gift card because the person can get what they really need and want.
So I think it's important to, myth bust that one, which is it's not taboo to give a gift card. Sometimes it's even better. What are some of the items we're seeing right here? I see there's stuff for pets.
Pet, yeah, we don't want to forget the pet in the family. Kind of all kinds of pet gifts, treats, toys, pet clothes, nice new beds, a lot of different things for your pets.
And I know we have a newsroom Secret Santa going on as well. What about for, say the coworker? What do we want to get them?
Again, if you know a little bit about them, you can get a cooking gift if that's what they like to do. Wine gifts are always very nice. If they are into any sports teams, we've got a ton of different sports things that might be appropriate for them. Really, if you know a little bit about them, we can figure out something good for you.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much. And Amanda, Tony, speaking of that newsroom Secret Santa, I've got you hooked up right here. Not just stocking stuffers, but that $10 maximum that we have. That's your top level right here, all things that I would kind of like. Just below that, it might be a little over our $20 max, but I won't tell anyone.
Of course you won't. That would be great at your desk just to sit there and write and relax.
I need that at the
How
anchor
nice.
desk.
You can relax while doing the news.
All right. Then Tony would fall asleep. So, all right. Thanks so much, Vanessa. Can't believe the holidays are almost here. And by the way, we want to be the hostesses with the mostesses. So good ideas.
Absolutely.
All right. Action News time. 6:44 coming up next on AM Live. The futuristic shoes from Nike about to go on sale. and why they cost, get this, more than $700.
Plus, a look at Wall Street for you this morning. Right now, we're in the red a bit. We're going to tell you what could be impacting these numbers coming up in a live report.
Action News is sponsored by Kauai Delta Medical Center.
Kauai Delta Hospice allowed me more valuable time with my husband.
Hospice's extraordinary volunteers helped our son fulfill his dream of riding a motorcycle. Witnessing his joy was a gift to us that will last a lifetime.
Home visits from Kauai Delta nurses and aides gave my mother companionship we couldn't always provide.
For those with limited life expectancy, we offer support to you and your loved ones. Kauai Delta, more than medicine, life.
With our $3.50 sub of the day, there's never been a better time to try something deliciously different. Every day of the week, get a featured 6-inch Subway sub for just $3.50, all with no artificial flavors. The $3.50 sub of the day. We took an already great lineup and made it better.
Football fans, join Tommy Tran every Tuesday at 6 for QB&A, a weekly exclusive one-on-one interview with quarterback Derek Carr. Tuesdays only on ABC 30. QB&A with Derek Carr is brought to you by EECU. Coming up, Alina Lee with the exclusive Storm 130 forecast, the fastest, most powerful weather tracking system in Central California.
Soccer coach Emiliano found himself facing an opponent he couldn't defeat, an unaffordable mortgage. While dealing with a financial hardship, Emiliano couldn't modify his underwater mortgage. He needed a teammate and found one in Keep Your Home California. He was approved for $100,000 in mortgage assistance, lowering his monthly payment by $400 per month and allowing his family to stay in their home. Emiliano scored an incredible goal with the help of Keep Your Home California. To see if you qualify, visit keepyourhomecalifornia.org.
What do you look for when buying a used car? Is it price, safety, mileage, features, low monthly payments, certified pre-owned? At Clovis Nissan, we have every make and model, including hard-to-find Toyota, Ford, Honda, and Chevy cars and trucks. We offer a 60-day, 3,000-mile warranty on all our used vehicles, a 24-hour test drive, a no-obligation appraisal on your trade, free Carfax report, and more. So head over to NissanOfClovis.com, and you'll have everything you need to purchase your next used car or truck. Call us today at 559-297-6919.
We experienced our first Northeast winter.
We were freezing.
So we went to Burlington. There's so many brands to choose from.
That looks good on you.
We found something for everybody. And the prices are great. This year, we're prepared. Yes!
Megyn Kelly, she was right there at the center of the biggest story of the year. And right there as all the shocking allegations against Roger Ailes stunned the country. Now, for the first time anywhere, she speaks out. What does she say happened between her and Roger Ailes? This morning only on GMA.
This is ABC 30 Action News AM Live with Amanda Venegas, Tony Cabrera, and Alina Lee with the Storm 130 forecast.
Who's there?
Do you wish to take your father's place?
Come into the light.
Action News time, 6:47. The first official trailer of the new live-action Beauty and the Beast movie has been released. It'll star Emma Watson as Belle. The new trailer also features first looks at many of the talking objects many audiences are familiar with. Beauty and the Beast will be in theaters March 17th. Disney is the parent company of ABC 30. A lot of people looking forward to that. I know I am.
Yeah, and it looks scarier in live action. Okay, on Wall Street, stocks are down this morning, and there's business news relating to Lyft's famous mustache and self-lacing sneakers by Nike.
Maribel Aber is live at the NASDAQ market site in New York City for us, monitoring those numbers. It seems like we're starting off on a lower note here. Maribel.
A little bit. Good morning, Amanda and Tony. With the Dow's taking a bit of a breather after its recent record-setting run, we did have a positive read on retail sales this morning. They were up better than expected, 0.8% last month. As for the markets, well, the Dow's down 60, NASDAQ is up 26, and the S&P up 2 to start the day. Lyft is getting rid of the pink mustache. The ride-sharing company unveiled a new dashboard device called the AMP. It's an oval-shaped light box that replaces the Glow Stash, which was the mustache-shaped light on Lyft dashboards. Up until last year, Lyft had drivers attach a 3-foot wide pink mustache to their vehicle's grille. The new dashboard device changes colors to help passengers locate their cars more easily. Nike self-lacing sneakers will sell for $720 a pair. Wow. The model is called the Hyper Adapt 1.0. It was inspired, of course, by the sneakers worn in the movie Back to the Future 2. A battery charges the shoes, and a button on the tongue lets you tighten or loosen the laces. The Nike Hyper Adapt 1.0 will go on sale December 1st. Tony, Amanda, 720. I mean, that's like my smartphone. I should be able to text with my feet for that much money.
Now that is a concept, Maribel.
That's a lot of money. But hey, how cool are those?
They're pretty cool.
All right. Thanks so much, Maribel. Can't get over that. 720, but hey, that's a lot of money.
They can do a lot.
All right. Time now for traffic and weather together. Alina and our Storm Warn 30 Center.
Yeah, just a little bit of fog this morning that's reducing our visibilities down to even a mile, even below that in some locations. Here we are looking at the South Valley, mainly towards the southwestern corner of Fresno County and the northern portion of Kings County. Hanford seeing visibility just below half a mile and just to a mile and a quarter out in Lemoore. Down to a mile now in Merced and 2.5 mile visibility in Visalia. So be careful on the roadways again this morning. If you haven't planned to make your way outdoors just yet on those roads, give yourself some extra time. 47 in Madera, 49 in Fresno, 46 in Porterville, and Visalia sitting at 45. Now we're seeing those clouds and the showers just to our north. Now, those are not going to reach our area later on today, but that front will push through. As we head through this afternoon, that front makes its way past us as we head through 4 o'clock. We'll be a little bit breezier tomorrow, well, at least starting past midnight tonight, and a slim chance of a shower, especially in the early morning hours near the foothills and the High Sierra. Otherwise, you can expect it to be mainly dry tomorrow, so a very small chance of rain. Don't expect anything measurable. All right, your drop-off temperature, upper 40s, then by the afternoon, upper 60s to even low to mid 70s by 3 o'clock. But today's forecast calling for mid to upper 70s across the valley floor, and this evening becoming breezy, mid to upper 40s for your temperatures tonight. All right, we're going to take a look at the roads this morning one last time with CHP officer Justin Foraker. Good morning, Justin. How's it looking out there?
Good morning, Alina. Well, the roads aren't looking too bad this morning, so let's go ahead and pull up that live traffic tracker, take a look at your Tuesday morning commute. We want to give you a quick update on a traffic collision from earlier this morning. Northbound I-5 just north of Nees. Looks like CHP and Caltrans are getting ready to close down the left lane out there for the next 2 to 3 hours as they work on getting that big rig out of the center divide. So if you are traveling that way this morning, please give yourself a little bit of extra time and expect some delays. As we move back down here to Fresno, take a wide shot. The 41, 99, 168, and 180 all looking good. No major traffic collisions or hazards to report at this time. Let's go ahead and take a live look outside here. State Route 99 at Belmont Avenue. As you can see, traffic is starting to pick up, but still moving smoothly through Fresno. I'm Officer Foraker with the California Highway Patrol, reminding everyone to keep those seatbelts fastened and please keep driving safely. Tony, Amanda, back to you in the studio.
All right, Justin, thanks for those updates all morning long. Action News time is 6:51. Next on AM Live, 5 things you need to know before you go.
Including answering to murder charges. The man headed before a North Valley judge accused in the shooting death of a Stanislaus County Sheriff's deputy.
Action News is sponsored by Central Valley Chevrolet Dealers.
Today I want to show you some internet videos.
This is Black Friday. That is insane. I would never do that.
At Chevy, you can avoid the chaos and get great deals on the most awarded lineup.
I like that. Bam. It's awesome. Then I have to camp out the Chevy dealer 2 days in advance.
I love it.
Wow.
And you don't have to wait until Black Friday. Find your tag and get 20% cash back or get 0% financing for 72 months on select remaining 2016 Chevy vehicles in stock. Visit your Central Valley Chevy dealers today.
Here's a look at tonight's primetime lineup on ABC 30. Brought to you by Chuck Chansey Gold Resort and Casino.
Toyota's Can't Wait for Black Friday sales event is on now. Just announced, get $2,000 cash back on Corolla or get 0% financing for 72 months plus $500 bonus cash. Why wait? Black Friday is today. Toyota, let's go places.
Fresno Unified's November edition of Building Futures is now available. Review the list of special projects approved by the Fresno Board of Education as part of the updated Facilities Master Plan. For more information on Building Futures, go to the education page at abc30.com.
My hero, Zero, such a funny little hero, but till you came along, we counted on our fingers and toes. Now you're here to stay, and nobody really knows.
Zero really can be a hero.
Get 0 down, 0 deposit, 0 due-it signing, and 0 first month's payment on select Volkswagen models. Right now at the Volkswagen Sign Then Drive event.
How wonderful you are.
Community Medical Centers is building the one healthcare network to care for your family through all of life stages. The network connecting 1,300 doctors with each other, with one of the nation's top medical schools, and with you. The one equipped to keep moms and babies together, and the one more moms trust to care for their families. So when choosing who will care for your family, turn to the one. Community Medical Centers. One network, one community.
Toyota's Can't Wait for Black Friday sales event is on now. Get 0% financing for 60 months on RAV4 or $1,000 cash back or lease for just $199 a month. Why wait? Black Friday is today. Toyota, let's go places.
Action News Time, 6:54. The first thing you need to know before you go: the man accused of murdering a sheriff's deputy in Stanislaus County is expected to make his first court appearance this morning. Officials say 36-year-old David Machado shot Deputy Dennis Wallace execution style. The suspect was arrested in the Tulare County town of Lindsay.
Number 2, police are looking for a man accused of murdering the mother of his child and another man in Avenal. 43-year-old Francisco Contreras is wanted this morning. Police say his son witnessed his mother's death. He's now in Child Protective Services.
Number 3, 25-year-old Christopher Cherry was found guilty of the rape and murder of his girlfriend's daughter, 3-year-old Sofia Acosta. The child was found unresponsive at an Exeter apartment 5 years ago. Cherry could face the death penalty. The sentencing phase starts tomorrow.
Number 4, a top official for President-elect Donald Trump says former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani is the favorite to serve as Secretary of the State. Trump could announce new cabinet picks as early as today.
And number 5, President Obama is in Greece this morning. It is the first stop of his final foreign tour as president. Mr. Obama hopes to assure the people there that the United States remains a reliable ally.
And Alina joins us with a final check of the weather. And Alina, we're seeing several foggy day school schedules in our area.
So definitely keep that in mind. Look at the bottom of your screen, the little thing that's crawling. Those not only is the forecast, but also those foggy day school schedules. So keep that in mind. Now your fog tracker, South Valley right now showing you 1/2 mile visibility there, 1.25 miles in Tulare, and 1.5 miles now in Visalia. 2-mile visibility in Merced, now down near 4 in Madera. And those reports are coming in out of the airports in those cities. 58 degrees right now in Fresno, 45 everywhere else, perhaps even 46. But later on today, we should be in the mid-70s. So a pleasant afternoon today once that fog lifts, and we can enjoy it one last day before the breeze picks up and we start to see some cooler temperatures across the valley floor.
Yeah, can't wait for that, and maybe a little bit of rain.
Yeah, very small chance. Unfortunately, not a whole lot, but still something.
Thanks so much, Elena. That does it for us. Good Morning America is next.
Remember to download the ABC 30 News app for the latest local news and weather anytime. We'll see you with more news, traffic, and weather at 7:25. Have a great day.